Hey guys, today I'm gonna talk about the most important thing you can do in your life. After I finish my protein shake, of course. And I do need my first cup of coffee for the day. Much better. That's the Cafe Bustelo. That's like one of my favorite coffees, man. It's cheap and it's really good. All right, so we're going to get right into this, guys, but make sure you hang around because at the end of the video, as always, I'm going to give you some metal. Rarely will I ever post a video and not give you some metal because that just wouldn't be right. How many times have you been in a break room, for example, and this is just like a scenario I'm thinking about, you're at work, maybe you work in the office, you're in the break room and hanging out with other people, and you're talking about things that you want to do with your life. All of you are coming up with these ideas, or you've had this idea for so long, and you just chit chat away and you kind of like go off into this dream world for that 10 or 15 minutes. Or if you were like me, I always extended my breaks to like 20 minutes. I don't recommend doing that. But you're talking about your goals, your dreams. You're talking about these things that you want to do. You may have like this idea that you've just it's been building in your head for so long. And then you come back the next day and then you talk about the same thing. I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. And then you come back the next week and maybe you talk about something different, but you circle back to that thing at some point. Month goes by, 6 months go by. You're still talking about the same thing. You're still talking about that thing that you want to do. Maybe you're not really happy at your job and you want to do something else, you know what I mean? Or you want to build something, or you have this idea for this grand invention. The thing I want to talk to you about today is the most important thing that you can do in your life. And it's the most simple thing you can do, but at the same time, it's the most difficult thing you can do. And there's actually two parts to this, okay? So the most important thing you can do is act on your idea. And if you're not getting chill bumps right now, just rising up, then I want you to just pause this right now, pause this video, and just think about what I just said. Act on your idea. And what that means is make that first step to bringing this idea, whatever it may be, bringing this idea into fruition. If you're home right now and you can, go lock yourself in a room somewhere, not with padded walls, no, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, but lock yourself away somewhere where you can really just think about your idea, but make a plan. Get out the old school pen and paper. Or open up your phone. If you're somewhere where you can't, really do much, open up your phone and bring up the notepad or text pad or whatever and start writing down that first step that you need to take. You have to act, guys. You have to act on that, because what happens is, we go through most of our lives with 10, 20, sometimes 100 different ideas every single day. But how many of those ideas do you actually act on? And if you don't act on them, then all they do is just remain that. It's just a dream. It's not even a goal. It's just a dream. It's just an idea that you had. The second part to this, oftentimes what happens is we get to a certain point and we kind of hit a wall. And we're just like, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I guess it just wasn't, we use the cliche sayings, I guess just wasn't meant to happen, or it's just not meant to happen for me. And I've thought that way a lot of times. I'm sharing my failures with you, by the way, as I often do. I love to share my failures with you because I think that a lot of times me doing that can save you from going through that. And if I can do that, you know what? I've done my job on this earth. And no, it's not time for me to go away yet. I still have more work to do, I hope. But no, seriously, if I can help someone through this. So here's the next thing, though. A lot of us hit a wall and we stop. Or sometimes we just get lazy. And really, that's what it is. Even if you really hit the wall, and because you come up upon a problem that you're like, well, I don't know how to get over this, so it's just not for me. Now, you may decide you didn't want to do that in the first place. You may decide, I'm just not really as passionate about this idea as I thought I was. And that's okay, move on to the next idea. But most cases, we get lazy, guys. We get very lazy, and we're like, we don't want to do the deep research or take the massive action that it takes to pursue that idea that you had. It could be a business idea, it could be a book you want to write, it could be a song that you want to put out there, but you hit a wall. You're like, well, I'm not a good drummer. I don't know how to play drums. I don't have the money to hire a drummer. Well, what would the answer be to that? What would the answer be to that? I want you to think about these things. Well, the answer's simple. You go find a drummer. You save the money. You sacrifice, okay? Money can always be made. And I'm not saying everybody's meant to be wealthy or whatever. I'm not going down that path, but you can always sacrifice something to save up that money to do what you need to do, okay? And if you really want something bad enough, you will find a way, okay? You will find a way. Trust me. And you already know that. So those are really the two things that I wanted to kind of come on here and talk about today in this motivational series that I do here. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I am giving you some metal in a little bit here, but just remember, act on it, guys. Don't just sit around and talk about things. Act on them. Do, okay? And I said something earlier about making a plan. You know, get out the old school pen and paper, or pull up an Excel spreadsheet, or if you use Apple, what's the Apple thing called? Apple Numbers, that's what I use. Make out a plan. It doesn't have to be anything fancy either, guys. It doesn't have to be, well, I've got to get the headers just right, or I don't know what to plan. Just start writing. Put that pen to paper and start writing down the steps, and do your research. You know, research your idea. If it's like a business that you've been thinking about starting, let's say you want to start a coffee business. Hey, that'd be kind of cool. Or a brewery or something like that. You know, do your due diligence, guys. It's work. When you have a good idea, don't ever think that, well, I'm just going to put my idea out there and everybody's going to love it and I'm just going to flourish. Or if it doesn't, I'll just quit. Know that anything that you want to do that's great, and if you want to be successful at something, you've got to act, and you've got to go beyond those little walls that you think that you're hitting, and you've got to do the deep research, guys. You have to work at it, and it does take time as well. Let me just tell you that. It takes a lot of time. It's probably going to take more time than what you really want to put in, to be honest with you. But you really do have to saturate yourself in that thing that you really want to put out there and do in most cases, okay? I think now it's time for some metal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If so, please share this with someone, especially if you think this video will help them, you know, because the more people that we help create new things, whether it's a business, a product, a song, writing a book, whatever it is, the more people that create things and flourish in that manner, the better off our world is, to be honest with you. I mean, I strongly believe that the more people we have, you know, producing and just doing awesome things, even if it's entertainment, I just think it makes the world a better place, and people are just much happier doing what they really want to do with their lives. You know what I mean? So please share this with someone. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. Now, this is an inspirational series that I recently started doing on YouTube. So I have a playlist, and I call this the MIM, M-I-M, and it stands for Metal Inspiration and Motivation. So it's almost like Mum, hey Mum, but it's MIM. You get it anyway. All right, so that playlist is going to be up here somewhere at the end of the video, and I'll also put a link to that in the description of this YouTube video. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Until the next video, as always, keep it metal.